My name is Rodney. Welcome to Games Master Toolbox. And I just finished reading 5 world building books in a row. And about 2 of those world building books had information about stars and solar systems. Everything else really didn't have it because it was more meant for fantasy. So so I just want to go through this stuff because it's actually kind of interesting. If you're gonna be world building for sci-fi. Let's see. The first thing is, I made a little outline here. So now the information, like I said, for fantasy, it's not gonna be very important, but for sci-fi, it is. And you can use this information to convey a certain amount of mystery to your players. And your players might not know this, but their characters will. And this way, you have a better foundation to explain it to them. For instance, Earth, it took 4.5 billion years for life to revolve on Earth. So what that means is that we need stars that have a very long lifespan. Now, the O, B, and A type class of stars, because they class them in there's 2 types of classifications, but I'm using the letters. I can't remember the pronunciation exactly. But the O, B, and A's, the blue-white, bluish-white, they have a lifespan of millions of years. So those are kind of out. There's the F class, but they have a lifespan of 2 billion years, which leaves us with G, K, and M. G being our own star, and a K, the M. The problem with the M is that they have tens of millions of years, maybe even 13 million. They have a lifespan longer than older than the universe. The problem is that they're so close. They're Goldilocks zones. That spot where the right amount of sun hits the planet, it's so close to the planet that it will tidal lock the planet. And tidal locking, what's going to happen is that one side is always frozen. One side is always facing the sun, and one side is always facing out into outer space. And now either that means that one side is always frozen and one side is always heated, or it could mean a permanent hurricane on that planet. So you got one side being cooled because of these winds, the other side being warmed. The frozen side is going to be warmed, and the hot side is going to be cool, but it's hurricane force winds. Also, a bunch of other things. Excuse me. A bunch of other things is that a planet will need bodyguards, like a Jupiter-sized planet. And what I mean by bodyguards is that gravity will knock out any meteors that could potentially hit Earth or a planet like Earth. And also, you need a very large moon. Our moon is pretty large, and so that's another type of bodyguard. And it also helps stabilize our rotation. So at one point we used to have 6-hour days. So without that moon, we, besides not having tidal waves, besides not having tides, it also stabilized our rotation. So I just thought it would be interesting to pass this on. Also, there's one more type of Goldilocks zones which I didn't know existed until I read these books. Is the galactic Goldilocks zones. And galactic Goldilocks zones are places where it's the right place for life as well. So, and you have the galactic core. The suns are too close together, and they'll give away. There's too many supernovas. The gravitational pulls will destroy a planet. Also, also you have out in the spiral arm, you have planets where the suns are just too young. Those suns that I talked about, the O, B, and A's. Also, they need to blow up first and release all that content. Remember, I think it's Carl Sagan who said it. We all made from star stuff. Everything that's ever produced, it's all produced from the stars. So we have to wait until they go supernova, explode, release that content, and then this stuff can be formed into planets and another sun. So anyway, I just wanted to share that with you guys. And the two books that really helped me out with this information was the Planet Construction Kit. I want you to get that book. It's a basis for all the world building stuff that I'm going to do. And the GM's Planet Handbook. I'm going to leave links on it on the box below, so don't worry about that. I'm gonna leave you some links. And what was it? Oh yeah, the video before that was the what inspired that. I'm gonna have to leave links to. I can't remember off the top of my head, but there was a few other world building books there. I believe it was the Kobold Guide to World Building, and I believe it was a little bit from the World Building Economy. One of those two books, because they have two books. So I'll get you the links of those. But for me, the core is the Planet Construction Kit. Now, a warning about the Planet Construction Kit. When you get to the chapter called Astronomy and Geography, the astronomy section has quite a bit of math on it, and it could be intimidating because it has figures to how to calculate a year for a planet for a particular sun. So don't let that intimidate you. It's actually pretty good. It's very interesting. So anyway, take care, and I'll see you in the next video.